Hello students, how do you do? This is Yogesh Popat and physics is my business. Today we are going to discuss and to demonstrate a very interesting topic on which our day-to-day routine activity depends on this topic, that is Newton's third law. So today I will show you a few demonstrations which will help you to understand in a better way what is Newton's third law, and we will mathematically verify Newton's third law. So before straight away going to the topic, I would like to show you one interesting demonstration, and from that demonstration will start this topic today. So I will just keep it away few instruments which are needed little later, and I will show you this very interesting demonstration. This demonstration is called rocket launching, which is basically based on Newton's third law. So what I did, I have just tied one thread here, and this is just a paper straw I have kept here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach these balloons in this straw. Very gently you have to attach this balloon on this straw. This is a movable straw which is attached with the thread. Now what I'm going to do, this is a thread and the balloon should move in this direction. Air is filled in this balloon. I have packed this one end, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to release this and just see the observation, what you're going to observe, and from that we'll be able to justify and verify Newton's third law. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to release this end and this exhaust of the air will come out. Now see the direction of motion of the balloon. Okay, I'm going to release this and this will go in upward direction. This is a very interesting demonstration, my dear students. Okay, just see this. The balloon has risen up. Okay, if you want to see once again I can show you. This balloon may rise up also. If I remove this thread from this side, or if I keep it horizontal also, there will be no issue. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it little straight. Okay, I'm going to keep it horizontal now. You see the direction of motion of the balloon. If you see this demonstration, or if you carefully observe this demonstration, you can see that the balloon is moving in that direction and the exhaust gas is coming in this direction. So this is the direction of exhaust gas and that is the direction of motion of the balloon. Again, if I blew this balloon, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this balloon vertically on this table. So what will happen, the exhaust gases will come out in the downward direction and this balloon will move up in the upward direction. This is the basic principle of rocket launching. This does not took place very effectively, so I will do it once again for you. Okay, so it moved in this direction, there is no issue. So this, from this demonstration, it is very much clear that in rocket launching this will take place. The exhaust gases will put the force, applies the force in the downward direction, which we call it as action, and due to this action of the exhaust gases, the rocket will launch in upward direction, which is called reaction. So according to Newton's third law, these action and reaction forces will be equal and opposite in nature. When I say equal and opposite, equal in magnitude, opposite in direction. The direction of exhaust gas is in the downward direction, which we are calling action, whereas the launch of the rocket is in upward direction, which we are calling reaction. If you see here, both of these action and reaction, both the forces are opposite in direction, but this will have equal magnitude, and this I will demonstrate you with the help of spring balance. Okay, the magnitude will also come same. Okay, so this is Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. If you have observed this demonstration also, the balloon has moved in that direction. That is what we call reaction, and that is the reaction. Why? Because the exhaust gases are exhausting in this direction, so the balloon is going in that direction. Okay, so this is the Newton's third law is applicable in rocket launching, which is the basic principle of rocket launching. Now I am going to remove this demonstration part from here. I have few more demonstrations here. The first example which I have taken, first we have seen. So this is the case of ball bouncing. Suppose if I take this ball here and if I drop it on the surface. Okay, so when this ball has struck the surface, this ball has applied certain amount of force on this table, which we call it as action, and the table has given equal amount of force has been applied by this table on this balloon, on this ball, which is called reaction. So the force is applied by the ball on the table is called action, and the table has given certain amount of force to the ball so that it can bounce back, which is called reaction. Again, you can see this. This ball also have small ball. So you can see here, if this ball bounces back in the upward direction. Okay, so this is again equal and opposite reaction. If you take the example of collision, okay, collision also I will show you the collision part. If we take the example of collision also, in collision also this Newton's third law is applicable. Okay, so here I have two balls, and what I'm going to do, if these balls are moving in same direction, if they collide with each other, this ball is little heavy, so this has striken this green ball away from each other. But if you see this, if both of these balls strikes with each other during the collision, both of these balls applies certain amount of force on each other. This green ball applies the force on blue ball, and the blue ball applies the force on the green ball, which is called action and reaction. So these are the two forces which will act in equal and opposite direction, equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So I can write here F1 is equals to minus of F2 vector. That is what I have written there. A vector, that is action, is equals to negative of reaction. This negative sign indicates that the action and reaction are opposite in direction, but equal in magnitude. Both of, if F1 will be 5 Newton, then F2 will also be 5 Newton. This is just an example. So in collision also, this Newton's third law is applicable, and if you see here, the dimension of both the balls are same. That means the centers will coincide with each other. If the centers are coinciding with respect to each other, this kind of collision is called head-on collision. This type of collision is called head-on collision. But if I remove this blue ball, and if I keep this small spongy ball here, and if both of these balls strikes, definitely the dimension of both the balls are very much different. So the center of green ball will not collide with the center of yellow ball. So such kind of collision will not be termed as head-on collision. Okay. So when the center of the two bodies are coinciding with each other, then if the collision is taking place, then that type of collision is called head-on collision. Okay. So this is the case of collision. Walking of the person and getting down from the board. If you get down from the board, if you are moving forward, the board will move backward. You must have observed this phenomena while you are enjoying the sailing on the boat. Okay, so again, this is the forward motion of the person is termed as action, and the backward motion of the boat is again termed as reaction. Same is the case with walking also. When you walk, I will just climb this table now, and I will show you this also, how the walking of the person, and this boat example is an example of Newton's third law. If I keep this vehicle here, now if you see here, you just watch my foot carefully. If I climb on this vehicle and if I move forward from this vehicle will move definitely backward and I will move forward. Okay, if you see here, when I am applying this force to move forward, this vehicle will move backward. Same is the case with boat also. If I am applying certain amount of force to move forward, okay, so my knee will bend generally, or knee bends in this direction. So we are pushing the earth in the backward direction and we are moving in the forward direction. So our application of force on the earth is called action, and the earth again applies certain amount of force in the forward direction on our body, which is called reaction. And again, these two forces will be equal and opposite with respect to each other. Suppose this body is kept on the table and it is not going down to the table. So the weight of the body will act vertically downward, and this table is also applying certain amount of force in upward direction, which we generally call it as normal reaction. So both of these forces will be equal and opposite. I have drawn here. And this box is kept on the table, the weight is vertically downward and the reaction is vertically upward. So when this body is kept on the table, again Newton's third law is applicable. Okay. So these two examples I have shown you, demonstrated with the help of this bee toy. Okay, the collision I have shown you, this ball demonstration I have shown you, rocket launching I have shown you, and if we see at the last, both of these forces must have equal magnitude. So I have this spring balance. If I stretch this spring balance, you can see here, I will just show you the scales also. When I stretch here, when I keep this end fixed, I am going to stretch this part. So both of these scales will read 2.5 Newton. When one is reading 2.5 Newton, other is also reading 2.5 Newton. That means both of these forces, both of these spring balance are applying equal and opposite forces on each other. Okay, if you see the stretching of both the ends, this is moving towards right of mine and this is moving towards left of mine from this point of view. If you see from front, the direction will be opposite. So if you see, both of these spring balances are moving in opposite direction. Okay, this is moving towards right and this end is moving towards left, you see. So which shows that the direction is also opposite, and both of these spring balance are reading same magnitude forces, that is 2.5 Newton. That means magnitude is also same. So equal magnitude and opposite in direction. Okay, so Newton's third law is applicable in our daily life, mostly walking of a person, launching of the rocket, bouncing of a ball, coming down from a boat. So many examples, so real life examples are there. Okay, so we have seen this with the practical demonstration, with the practical application. We have seen these demonstrations, we had a discussion on these demonstrations, and Newton's third law states that every action has equal and opposite reaction, opposite in direction, equal in magnitude. Okay, see you students in the next class. We will see the mathematical part of Newton's third law with free body diagram. Okay, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.